To draw a regular hexagon that is convex, we're going to label it A, B, C, D, E, F. It does not matter what order you labeled them in.
Do they have to be on the right angle?
Yes. Those are your vertices of the polygon.
Are you recording right now?
I am.
Oh, it's on.
Yep. Okay, so again, what does regular mean? Because this is on your quiz. What is regular? Sides and angles congruent, right? What does convex mean? They point out, right? And hexagon has how many sides? 6. Okay. Find the sum of the interior angles. So what is the formula for this? Sum, so S equals 180 times n minus 2. What does n stand for?
6. Well,
The number of sides, right? And in this case we have 6. So we're going to say 180 times 6 minus 2. So order of operations, we want to do 6 minus 2 is 4 times 180. What'd you get? 720, is that right?
yeah.
So there's 720 total degrees in here. Kind of like a triangle has a total of 180 degrees. A quadrilateral has a total of 360 degrees. A hexagon has a total of 720 degrees. Number 3 says find the measure of one of the interior angles. Now, we said that it's regular, so all of these interior angles are exactly the same. So if there is a total of 720, what do we do with that 720 to get the measure of one of them if they are exactly the same? And what did you get? 120 degrees for each of them. Okay, so now let's switch gears. We're going to talk about exterior angles. Exterior means on the outside. Notice I drew a circle around the outside. How many degrees are in a circle? That's how many degrees are on the exterior of any polygon. Okay, now we don't see any angles out there, but if we extend the sides, we get angles on the outside. Those are the angles that we are talking about. Okay, these are exterior angles, and if you add up all 6 of those, I'm not going to draw the rest of them in, but if you add up all 6 of those angles, you will get 360 degrees. Okay. Again, they are all the same. So if we have a 360 degree total and we have six angles in this diagram, how do we find the measure of one of them if they're all the same? And we get 60 degrees. So what we just said, hang on one second, I see your hand. What we just said is that this is 120 degrees and we said that this is 60 degrees. Does that make sense? Why? They're supplementary. Check this out. These guys, if you take away the context of the rest of the problem, so nothing else exists besides these 2 angles, you see that they are a linear pair. They add up to be a straight line, so you know that you have done it correctly. Everything checks out. Question? Okay. Any other questions about the angle measures or anything like that? Okay. Last thing then is let's talk about perimeter. It says that AB is 2x minus 4. So now we are 12x minus 4. There we go. And that is a side length. Okay. It says that DE is 8x plus 20. I could have given you any 2 sides. It doesn't matter if they're across from each other. It doesn't matter if they're adjacent to each other. It does not matter where they are because since it's regular, what do we know about all the sides? They're congruent. And if the sides are congruent, that means that their measures are the same, or what is the word that starts with an E for in math that we use? They're equal, right? So if the sides are congruent, that means that their measures are equal. So all we're going to do is set them equal to each other. Because we can't find the perimeter without finding the value of x. So, if we subtract 8x from both sides, we get 4x. And if we add 4 to both sides, we get 24. And if we divide, we get x equals 6. But that's not what they're asking us for. They are asking us to find the perimeter. So what do we need to do with that 6?
Plug that into x on both ends?
Plug it into x. Does it matter where?
No, I mean, on both.
Shouldn't you get the same thing?
Yeah.
If you don't get the same thing, then you've done something wrong. Okay? So if we plug it back into one of them, I'm just going to come back over here to the 8x plus 20. I'm going to say 8 times 4 plus 20. I'm sorry, 8 times x is 6, not 4. 8 times 6 plus 20. So order of operations, I'm going to do 6 times 8 is 48 plus 20 is 68. That means that the length of this one side is 68. And if we want the perimeter of the entire thing, how do we do that? 68 times 6. Or you could put 68 on each side and just add them all up. 68 plus 68 plus 68 plus 68 plus 68 plus 68. Okay? But the perimeter is going to be 68 times 6 sides that are the same. And what do we get? 408 units, whatever it is. So if it's centimeters, inches, miles, feet, whatever it is, it's just your units there. Okay? That's the degrees out on the outside. This is just the perimeter, like if you were to fence off an area, how the length of a fence that you would need. Yeah.
Could you use 12x minus 4 or 8x plus 20?
Yes, you can. Because 12x minus 4, if you put 6 in there, I think you get 72 minus 4 is 68. So you get the same side length. Yep. Any other questions? Okay.